Hey guys, my name is Crazy Penguin, and welcome back to another class overview for Tribes of Sun. We're going to be talking about the Sentinel in this video. Sentinel is your go-to long-range support class. He doesn't really get kills for killing's sake, but he's really great for defending the flag and offense against the enemy flag carrier. In this video, we're going to be covering a lot of the different weapons and playstyles, pros and cons, etc, etc. First weapon on the list is the BT1 Rifle, which is a great weapon. It has really decent damage, doing about 500 at full charge or 300 at a distance. And what I mean by full charge is when you zoom in or scope with the weapon, you see a meter. You can see it here, and that denotes how much damage you're going to be doing with the weapon. A no scope does 10 damage. Scoping in is going to do very little. Holding the scope for a while is going to do a maximum of 500 to 300. And also, something else to consider when you're moving is the charge on the weapon is a little bit slower, so keep that in mind. The next one is the phase rifle, which is also pretty unique in the way that it works. When you shoot it, it actually pulls from your energy pool instead of having the charge meter when you scope in. This means that no scopes and scoping in and shooting quickly without actually waiting can actually prove to be a little bit more useful. However, consecutive shots, not so much, because you have to wait for your energy to recharge, which isn't nearly as quick as scoping in with the BT1. It's a playstyle change. I guess it's just different. I wouldn't say it's better or worse. There are definitely some scenarios where I would prefer it over the other. The first secondary is the Nova Blaster, and in my hands this gun isn't all that great. It does about 350 damage, there's no drop-off damage, and it's actually projectile based instead of hit scan. So it can get kind of difficult to learn how to lead the target. Bullets ricochet, so you can get some pretty interesting trick shots with it, but overall I much prefer the Falcon. So the second secondary is the Falcon, and it has really good damage, and it's the second fastest firing weapon, automatic weapon in the game. It's better than some of the other primaries that some classes have, and it's a great tool for the Sentinel to have for a close to medium range game when you can't seem to get those shots on. For whatever reason, at least for me, when somebody's in my face, I can't use my sniper rifle effectively, and I would much rather use this because it does much more consistent damage. The first equipment is the Claymore mine, and I really like this item. It really fits into my playstyle. It works really well for me. I generally play a defensive sniper, and every time I die or I respawn or go back for ammo or whatever, I like to place these down on a flag stand for an extra layer of defense. Also, they work really great if you're on the run as just a tool to help you predict where the enemy is going or coming, and you might get a kill out of it. The second piece of equipment is the T5 grenade, and honestly it's something I haven't unlocked yet, but I can see myself doing it in the near future. Something could be said about having a couple grenades in your pocket. I just need to lose the attachment to the Claymore mines that I have. The first pack is actually the drop jammer, and it's a really nice equipment. So long as your generator is working, it's going to remove you from radar, and more importantly, it's going to show enemy infiltrators, so it's great to place near your flag stand. Next is the energy recharge pack, and it's best used when using the phase rifle because it's going to allow you to recharge your energy pool a lot quicker. Otherwise, I'd say the utility of the drop jammer is just a little bit better than this. Alright, so we talked about the equipment and weapons and options that you have as the Sentinel. Let's talk a little bit now about pros and cons and playstyles, etc, etc. Me personally, I think of him kind of as a support role. I prefer to play defensively, but every once in a while I will run up and try and hit the enemy flag carrier, mostly because the enemy flag carrier can't regen his health. Any damage you put on him is only going to help. So, shooting a flag carrier is really nice, but I kind of tend to prioritize defense over offense, mostly because when I die, I spawn there. I don't have to travel across the map. I can still, be helpful to my team by taking out incoming offense trying to hit our flag carrier, and then I'm also close to use my drop jammer or claymores to defend our flag stand or base. So when it comes to defense, like I said, I would suggest you place a couple of claymores, your drop jammer if you're using it, and find a nice spot to overlook your flag carrier or your flag stand, and do your best, and hopefully you aren't a horrible shot like I am, where this guy who isn't even moving that fast, oh no, I actually got him, thank goodness. And try your hardest to play decently for your team. When it comes to competitive play, Sentinels are probably one of the best classes to use. They are just such a powerful force for your team. If you can get good at actually hitting people, you are a powerhouse. But if not, that 500 damage or 300 damage just doesn't seem adequate enough. When it comes to unlocks, I would suggest you get the Falcon for sure. The phase rifle isn't needed by any stretch of the mind, but it's also fun. If you have some credits or gold to splurge, the phase rifle and the energy pack is just, it's a fun way to switch it up and have fun with a different kind of loadout, but still being able to do what you already do. It's just different. I wouldn't say it's better or worse. Anyway, that's going to do it for this overview. Just really basic, simple tips to help give newer players a better idea of what to expect when playing as the Sentinel, if you're unsure whether or not you wanted to unlock the class. As always, if you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want more from us, you can visit us at FPSGeneral.com. And I'll see you in the next video, guys.